Alright, so this is my live Aquaria order. I should have 5 cherry barbs, 2 zebra Danios, a longfin variety, and some gold rabbit snails. So I'll go ahead, and I don't know how to do this with one hand easily. There should have been 2 albino cherry barbs too, but I got an email from them last night when they shipped saying that they were on back order, which confuses me. For a couple of reasons. First being that it's still in stock on the website, and it still says it's in stock, so I don't really know what the deal is there. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this, hopefully not puncturing any bags. Trying to be careful here using one hand. See what we got. I'm a bit surprised by the packaging. Thought it'd probably be in a styrofoam box. It might be inside, I can't really. It is indeed in a styrofoam box, so that's good. I could kind of feel water slashing around though, so I'm a bit curious about that. So, Live Aquaria, Dr. Foster and Grant catalog, that's nice. Acclimation guide, look at that. Oh, how handy. Let's see, got all the steps, so that's good. So let's see if this is taped on there, or if I can just get it off. Okay. So this is what we got in here. Let's see what actually shipped. Oh, this is a heat pack. Good, because it's getting kind of cold out, so I hope they send one. It's kind of not that warm though. Warm enough, I guess. So they do use a lot of styrofoam packing, so that's always nice. Okay, so in here we got the 2 gold rabbit snails. Sweet, sweet, looking good. So we'll set those down. Do something with. Set those down right there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see what are the other goodies. This is probably the cherry barbs. Yes, it is. My cherry barbs. It looks like there's at least 1 male, or at least very good coloration. So that's good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 cherry barbs. Good to go. You can see the coloration on that one. That's really impressive. So they look like they came in good condition, and I might only have 1 male to 4 females, which is actually a good ratio. I'm good. I'm happy about that. That's good as far as I'm concerned. We'll set them down right there. They're flipping out. Don't want them to get too stressed. We're putting them in a 5-gallon quarantine just for a few days. See how they're doing. This is usually a pretty reliable source. Okay, my 2 longfin zebra Danios. You know, you can't really make them out on this camera very good, but they're good sized. They're good sized and lively. Dang. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get these floating and get these going, and we'll check back in. Alright, so this is what we got going on. Got them floating in this 5-gallon. Again, you know, don't mock it, guys. Just a cheap little quarantine tank I set up. You know, I'm probably going to turn it into a betta, or perhaps a shrimp tank at some point. I don't know, maybe even a nano tank with some emerald wharf rasboras. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I've got it, you know, sort of planted. I put these decorations in here just to put the fish at ease once they get in, give them some cover. There's that tissue culture plant I got, stuck some of it in here. I got some Christmas moss growing down here, and then this little piece of a crypt plant that came off my big one when I got it in the store. So anyway, we just got these guys sitting here waiting. Probably gonna let them float for 10-15 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less. The zebra, the longfin Danios are flipping out. I don't want them to stress too much. But let them just get acclimated to the temperature. I put the snails in this small container here with some tank water. Kind of figured that would be the best way to go about acclimating them. They're a lot more sensitive. You know, they'll probably stay in this tank for probably 4 or 5 days. This is a pretty good source. I normally wouldn't quarantine, but after my experiences last time, I'm definitely going to quarantine almost always. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Had the tank ready, you know, good to go, so not really concerned. But yeah, we'll let them sit here and get used to it, and hopefully everything will go well. I don't know where the albino ones are. Again, it still says they're in stock, but I don't have any, and the email said that they're on back order, so I'm not really sure where the disconnect between the website and the shipping or packaging facility, what the disconnect there is, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure that out and order it from them. But you know, so far everything seems good. I mean, they came in great health, looking good for the most part. I don't really see any issues. Good packaging, you know, kept them warm, and it's getting kind of cooler, so that's good. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I hope it, you know, I have high hopes. So, and I definitely can't wait to get these cherry barbs in my large tank. That really red one particularly should look pretty great, and I'm really surprised it has that much red on it through the shipping. It doesn't seem to have been stressed that much, so I'm really happy. It'll probably lose its coloration with me messing with it now, but you know, it happens. So yep, well, I'll give you some updates. So here we are with the fish in the tank. You can see the Danios going crazy, as are some of the cherry barbs. In fact, they're acting up, so at least they're acting, you know, healthy. I'm probably gonna close this window here in a bit. Let them have less light. You see the rabbit snails, I got them acclimating in their own little separate thing. I'll put them in a minute. That one he's already out and about. He's ready to go. The other one, you know, I guess it's far back in there, or they just sent me a shell, in which case, obviously, we have some issues to discuss. But, you know, it's probably back in there a bit, but I don't know. We'll see. You can see the cherry barb swimming around. Unfortunately, I'm down to 4 of the 5. An issue during netting led to the death of one, which I'm not happy about. Let me tell you. You know, it ticks me off and it saddens me that I screwed up and one of them is dead because of it. But you know, what can you do? It happens. So you learn from it. So I'll probably get more cherry barbs. Honestly, I hope the albino ones come relatively soon, or whatever's going on with them. That'd be great. That'd put my group up to 6, which would be, you know, about what I want. I'll probably order more, honestly. We'll see how these guys do first, of course, but I do like them, I really do, and seem to be a real high quality source. Obviously, Live Aquaria's got that reputation, you know. So things are going well. I gotta put some more water in this tank from where I removed a bunch during the acclimation process, but you know, I'd say things are going well. They seem to appreciate some of the areas to hide in, so that's good. And you know, I'm gonna leave this alone for a bit and probably keep them in here for about 5 days, even though they're going kind of crazy in it. I know it's small for them, but I prefer not to. If there's any issues with them, I prefer not to introduce it into my tank. You know, better safe than sorry, I suppose. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna be gone for the weekend, so they're going to be left alone for a bit. I've got the aquarium on automatic timer for lighting and whatnot, so that shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to leave the light off for today, but tomorrow, obviously, the automatic timer is going to be on, and that should be okay. I'll see if they accept food late tonight, maybe early tomorrow. I don't know if they will. You know, acclimating new fish like that, sometimes they won't eat for a little bit. So we'll see. Okey-doke. So here we are in the tank. That's one rabbit snail has not came out yet. This is probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes into it all. You can see they're going around, just kind of filling the place out. One of the little guys already picked up something out the substrate and was chewing on it. So, you know, they might actually, feeding them later today might be a good idea. You know, they haven't been in transit that long. It's only, you know, one day, one night really, so they're probably pretty good to go as far as me going ahead and feeding them and whatnot. But I definitely will keep them in the quarantine for probably 5-7 days, for sure, at least, to see if anything's okay. You know, I need to add some water back to this, but I'll do that in a bit once they get a bit more settled in. Now that one little guy, he's chowing down on whatever's near that rabbit snail. I don't know what he's doing. You know, I'm hoping this is not an empty shell, like I said. You know, maybe it's just really back in there. I don't know. I already took a picture of it and I'm ready to send it to them and be like, hey, you guys accidentally sent me this. We'll see. You know, it's probably in there. I'm sure it is. I don't know. They wouldn't just pick up a shell and send it, I'm sure. It's probably just freaked out hiding. So, yeah. You know, I really like how well these shipped. They're really great. The zebra Danios look amazing. Better than any I get in a pet store around here, that's for sure, I think, personally. The long fin variety. You know, I like it. I really do. Honestly, some of mine have slightly, what I'd consider, I guess, moderately long fins to begin with. So it's interesting to see how they compare to this actual long fin variety. It's interesting. I think I actually have a gold also, or something with him. He's got some color mutation. I don't really know what's going on with him. I mean, he's healthy, but he's got an orange tinge to him, which is something I didn't really expect. I thought it might have been the lighting in the store. I got him home, and he's still the same. So, you know, might have got myself a gold one instead, which I don't care, but it was mislabeled at the pet store, so. You know, I'm really happy with these rabbit snails. Well, the one that's actually, you know, moving back there. He's been going to town trying to figure out where he's at and what's going on. This other one, you know, assuming there's a snail in there, hopefully it'll come out soon. These guys are not bashful, really. So it's nice to see them. You know, obviously there's that more red cherry barb. I'm really proud of that one. That one's going to be a good one, I think. I assume it's a male, maybe a young one. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever kept cherry barbs, so I don't really know much about them, other than what I've, you know, researched to begin with. So yeah. So how I lost one of the 5 is the most ridiculous thing that I've had happen in fish keeping so far in my life. I've been keeping fish for probably about 2 years as an adult, and then when I was younger I kept some, and so I never had this happen. Apparently these guys are small enough to fit down drainage holes in a sink or something, right? So I'm draining the water from them, putting them into the net, and one of them flops out the net and goes straight down the drain. And I'm just standing there in disbelief, like, what? I tried to get it out, or tried to find it rather. It wasn't even in. It just went down the pipe. I don't really, just straight down, like, bye-bye, you know. So that's unfortunate. I really was, you know, liking that there were 5 of them, and that it looks like all of them are going to be okay, hopefully. Fingers crossed, you know. But, I don't know not to do that, though, that's for sure. Or if I do that, I'm going to use the bigger net next time. I have a larger net that I really should have used. So, that'll be used next time for sure. But, yeah, that's them chilling out in the tank. Like I said, I'm probably going to close the blinds on this window. Let them get a bit, you know, just a little bit more darkness, calm them down. Maybe feed them later tonight. And then tomorrow I'll get the light going. And definitely I'm going to put in some water. Probably in about an hour or so. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully these guys turn out well. I mean, so far they look great. I'm happy with my order. Like I said, you know, I don't know if this is actually a snail. We'll see. I'm not really sure what happened to the albino ones. Again, we'll see. But I definitely would suggest ordering from Live Aquaria, and I definitely will continue, I think, in the future. For me personally, there's really not that many great fish stores around me, so ordering online is really the way I can get a lot of variety and a lot of different things that I want. So that's why I'm doing this, and I'm looking at some other suppliers for this tank when it becomes a nano tank. And when I get the fake stuff out, you know, when I actually get it going as a planted nano tank, which is the plan. But yeah, so anyway, I'll be chiming in with updates, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, see ya.